Well, good morning everyone, welcome to Coping with Corona video diary day 2. It's on the beginning of day 2, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so we haven't had the day yet, but I'll do the rest of the video this later on. I'm just going to unpack the kiln now, show you a few photographs, and then we'll discuss them later when I've had time to look at them. Okay, here we go. Taking out the thermocouple first. This is what registers the temperature for those that don't know. There's two different metals inside here, and the electrical current created when they get hot goes to a pyrometer and registers the temperature of the kiln. So we put that away because it's got a porcelain sheath on it, so it gets damaged very easily. So that gets put away very quickly, and then we can just take down the kiln wicket. Okay, that's the wicket out. Let's give you a quick look inside. It's still pretty warm now, so I'm going to have to let it cool. Oops, I'm going to have to let it cool down a bit. But there's the results. I quite like the neatness of the stack. The iron's all melted nicely on these. Blues are coming out on the other pots. First impressions are that it needed a bit more body reduction. I wanted the fleck to come out on some of these bowls a bit more, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, we'll let it cool down. I'll get a few of the pots out and we'll discuss them later. Okay, kiln's unpacked. First impressions are, one, I need a little bit more body reduction. These are made of just plain crank, and they should have been a lot more speckled. One or two of them have reduced quite well. I'll show you that. You see the speckle on there. In certain parts of it, but I needed more body reduction. That's easily done when you put introduction at 900. I needed to be a bit heavier. The firing did go a little faster than normal, an hour faster, and that'll be what it is. Usually there's a longer period of body reduction, and it went up a little bit too quick. I did notice at the time and wrote it in my log. So that's the answer. It needs a little bit more reduction and to slow down the rate of climb in the temperature, but that's a technical thing firing this kiln, so I've learnt from that. That's a positive. You'll see here that an indication of it went a little bit high in temperature. Cone 11 was bending, and it should only go to cone 10 really. So some of the glazes have run and it's dripped on the pot, which is quite good. I quite like it actually. But there you go. In the spirit of like trying to find the positives, I'll do the positives first, and then I'll show you the negatives afterwards. If you are of a nervous disposition, or if you are not easily, if you can't handle failure very easily, don't become a potter. There's a lot of failures involved in making pots, especially as you're learning and as you're trying to push the boundaries of what you can do. You'd have to accept it as part of the job. There's a lot of rubbish you end a lot with shards, but when you do get something succeed, it's terrific, you know. These ones here, these blue and white ones have come out really nicely. They've dripped in places, but these ones here have dripped just enough so they don't touch, which is a real nice bonus from the kiln. I'll be putting some photographs of these up on Instagram later, but these have come out really well. There's quite a few of them here. What I did, if I can find them, what I did was I did the experiment I was talking about, which was I was trying to experiment a little bit in each firing. This one here had, I'll bring you a bit closer, in 1 second. I hope I'm in shot. This one here had the cobalt put on before it was bisque fired, and then this one here there's two little dots I put on there. This one had the cobalt put on after, you can hear them pinging, this was put on after it was bisqued, so there's two ways of applying cobalt. There doesn't seem to be much difference in applying it afterwards or before underneath the glaze. So that's with the cobalt pre-bisqued, that's with the cobalt post-bisqued, so they're very similar. What has been a difference, and I'm glad I only did one, was I left one and put the cobalt on top of the glaze when it was finished, and that is quite horrendous in my view. It's just a bad colour. This one here, it's bled through and melted in, and you get really nice marbling effects, and it sits nicely in the glaze. This cobalt sits on top of the glaze and it's crap in my view. So I will keep that one as a reminder to never do it again. Of course, normally it would have gone in the shard pile. Three little dots I put on there, that's to show that if it came out similar, I'd know which one was the on glaze effect, but I don't need the three dots for that. That's really quite horrendous. So that's the other benefit. Move you back. Another success is just the big moon jar that was in the top. That's come out really nicely. I like that. That's a really nice pot there. I resisted the attempt to put some decoration or some oxides on this because the form is really nice. So I really like that. That's a very good success to come out. Oh, good grief. The pots, the lidded pots with the, oops, get down. The lidded pots with the iron on the top. This is a white clay, and it's got iron on the top. So they'll come out nice. The problem with putting a lot of iron on the top, which is what was intended, is you sometimes get a drip. Now I could grind that off, but it still fits in, so I'm not going to bother. But they've come out quite nicely. There's another couple there. The bottle came out nice. This one needs grinding off a little bit. Another reason why the temperature got too high, this glaze has run a bit. So that's an observation to worry about next time. And so that's it, that's the successes. I'm photographing a few of them for later, and now the failures. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around for this. Okay, epic fails. These are Celadon and Temuku glaze, and they've all run, got too hot. So all of these here, these bowls, they're all going to be smashed. Another problem you have with glazes that run is that it absolutely wrecks your shelves. You can see where they've all stuck to the shelf there. So, a lot of grinding to go on later. So that's part of my diary day for today, is to grind my shelf. Do it now while it's fresh in your mind, not wait until you're packing the kiln and think, oh god, I've got to grind that shelf off. So that's that. So far that's the first part of the daily diary for today. The rest of the day will be done photographing these pots and making notes not to make the same mistakes again. Okay. Someone came up with a comment on yesterday's, which was really good. They said that what about if we have a quiz of the day, quiz question of the day that you can put in the, either put in the comments or make your own video response, or just something for you to ponder. There's no prizes. And that is what is the difference between a Celadon glaze and a Temuku glaze? Alex Shimwell, don't answer this because this Temuku and Celadon is your glazes, so you know. So don't answer my question, Alex. Although it's going to kill you not to. But there you go, day 2 of coping with Corona. Got a bit of a sore throat. It's not coronavirus, it's a damn cold that won't go away. So hope you enjoy your day. Hope you've enjoyed your day. Keep your chins up. Don't expose yourself to anything stupid. Wash your hands. I'll see you tomorrow.